So this is video 2 of today. Hey everyone, it's Brady and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be talking about the books that I read during the second half of August. Now this is going to be a pretty quick video because I only finished 2 books in the second half of August. I am currently in the middle of 2 books as well, so I will talk about those. So the first book that I finished in the second half of August was Nixia by Scott Rankin. I think that's how you say his name. This book follows Emmett Atwater, and he is one of 10 teens that is recruited to basically go on this space mission for this company called Babel Communications. So this company has recruited these teens to travel to this planet that they have found, that they have named Eden, and they want these teens to go to this planet and harvest this material called Nixia, because this is like the new age, like the thing that's gonna basically make a lot of money. You know, it's the new big thing. What the teens don't know going into this is that they're going to be competing for a position or competing for the chance to go down to Eden. All of these teens have troubled past, and they all have their own reasons for wanting to be able to have this chance to go down to Eden to do what Babel wants in order to get whatever was promised to them. And I don't really want to get too much into that because I feel like going too much into it is going to give away spoilers. But I will say that I really enjoyed this book. I was lucky enough to get an advanced copy of this from Penguin's First Read program, and this book is coming out September 12th, and I would highly suggest you guys check this book out because this book was so amazing. It is a YA sci-fi thriller type of book, I believe, and obviously, as I mentioned in the description, it takes place in space, and it's so much more than I was expecting going into this. We have a really diverse cast of characters, and we get to learn more about each of them, and we get to see what makes a person, you know, what shapes a person's character and how their character can be tested depending on whatever situation that they're in. And it was just amazing. And I do have a written review up for this where I feel like my thoughts are way more compiled and they make a lot more sense. So I will leave a link down in the description box if you guys are interested in checking that out. But I will be getting my own copy of this book as soon as my book buying ban is over, because I do want to own a physical copy, because I think this will be a new favorite series of mine. And the end of the book left off on such a big cliffhanger. It leaves so many questions. Like, there's so many questions that I had throughout this book. Like, I was taking pages and pages of notes while reading this, and I felt like barely any of those questions were answered, and it's just, it leads on, and I'm just like, I need the next book in this. I believe it's going to be a trilogy, or right now at least it is set to be a trilogy, but it was good. It was so good. And yes, if you guys are interested in YA science fiction, I would definitely suggest you guys check this out. The second and final book that I finished during the second half of August was At Any Price by Brandon Aubrey, and this is the first book in the Gaming the System series. This book follows Mia Strong, and she is going through some struggles where she doesn't know how she's going to pay for medical school, and she is dealing with the fact that she's trying to pay her mother's rising medical bills, and to help with this she decides to auction off her virginity. So that's pretty much the premise of this story. I thought this was really interesting because of the whole concept behind the story. This is a new adult romance contemporary type of book. There are definitely elements to this that I feel like not everyone would enjoy, but I thought it was really interesting, and I did really end up enjoying this. I do also have a written review that I have already written out. It's not currently posted, but I think by the time I put this video up, it should be up, so I will make sure to leave the link for that review as well. But I really ended up enjoying this. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. I appreciate the way the whole auction off of the virginity was handled, because I was a little worried about that going into it, but it wasn't it didn't happen the way I was expecting it to go down, so I really appreciated that. But there were also some things that I had problems with, mainly the controlling of the main characters, the like the way they handled certain situations. It was just a few things that I didn't really enjoy about some things, which is why I couldn't give it a full 5 out of 5 stars. But I did really enjoy this, and like I said, I will have a written review so you guys can see more of my thoughts. And I don't think I mentioned it, but I also gave Nixia a 4 out of 5 stars. I am currently in the middle of 2 books at the time of filming this, so I will briefly talk about those. So the first book that I am in the middle of is At Any Turn, also by Brina Aubrey, which is the second book in the Game and the System series. Although I am enjoying the story, I am really frustrated with the main character, and like, he's our narrator. And not only him, is some things that the other main character Mia is also doing that is kind of frustrating me at the same time. It's just a lot going on, and I'm just like, I don't know if I'm necessarily enjoying this as much as the first book, just because those communication issues I've been talking about in other books is happening in this one, and it's kind of irritating me. So yeah, I am currently reading that, and most likely I will be finished with that by the time this video goes up, because I'm pretty sure that I will finish that in the same day that I'm filming this. The last book that I am currently in the middle of is The Forbidden Wish by Jessica Corey. I have been talking about this for a while now, but I have made progress, and I am currently about to start chapter 11. But when this video is up, this the FOMO-a-thon is actually should have just finished, so I might possibly be done with this book, or at least almost done. I hope I finish this book by the end of the weekend. But that is all I read and started reading in the month of August. If you guys are interested, I will make sure to link the first part of my August wrap up. That's all I have for you guys in this video. Make sure to let me know what you read in August down in the comments below, and if you have read any of these books, let me know what you thought about them. Thank you for watching this video, and I will see you guys again in the next one. Bye.